begins with a sound you can almost feel more than hear, the restless energy of a night charged with electricity, a night when something monumental is on the edge of happening. Rumors start buzzing across social media timelines, fragments of sentences flashing like neon. Lisa Manaban from BLACKPINK first, record-breaking VMAs. But no one quite knows what will unfold. That's the dangerous beauty of a moment like this. It isn't just another music award show. It feels like a seismic shift, the kind of night when history pauses, looks you in the eye, and says, "Are you ready to witness this?" Camera in your mind pulls back, and suddenly you're not scrolling on your phone anymore. You're standing at the gates of the VMAs 2025, with the echoes of past legends hanging in the air. Everyone remembers the moments when icons carved their names into pop culture. Now the whispers say it could be Lisa's turn again, but louder, bigger, more explosive. After all, she has already done the impossible. First K-pop soloist to perform on this stage, first to hold that trophy in her hands. Twice already she has shattered ceilings. And yet, the question burns, what happens tonight? You can feel the suspense boiling, and behind it, something else, strategy. 'Cause Lisa isn't just playing a music game. She's playing the long game of brand power. Think about it. Every appearance, every collaboration, every performance at a global stage like the VMAs is a brand investment. In marketing psychology, it's called the halo effect. One big, shiny, emotionally charged win creates a glow that spills over into every part of your career. And Lisa? She's already glowing like a supernova. But here's the twist. Supernovas don't just shine, they explode, and no one knows where the sparks will fall. The fans feel it, the investors sense it, even the rival fandoms admit it. When Lisa steps into the spotlight, the numbers don't just climb, they spike. This is where entertainment and entrepreneurship collide. A single viral moment at the VMAs can shift streaming charts, stock tickers, luxury brand valuations, and fan economies all at once. That sounds exaggerated. Look back at 2022. One solo performance, one category win, and suddenly her name wasn't just trending. It was cemented as a financial asset for record labels and fashion houses. In 2024, she doubled it. Tonight could triple the impact. And yes, markets pay attention to pop culture. The psychology of attention is currency. Lisa understands this, whether consciously or by instinct. But let's not get too heavy too fast. Because in the middle of all this tension, there's still the playful chaos of pop culture. The memes are flying already. Fans joke about how Lisa could sneeze on stage and the internet would crash. Others laugh that if she doesn't win, they'll stage their own awards ceremony in their living rooms. That's part of the magic. This mix of high-stakes drama and lighthearted community energy that makes the VMAs more than a trophy show. It's a global festival of hype. And Lisa, whether she's performing or just sitting in the audience, has the power to dominate the conversation. Now imagine the stage lights dimming, the announcer's voice echoing. You know the category. You know the name you want to hear. The seconds stretch into eternity. And then, just when you think you can't take it anymore, let's pause. 'Cause here's where the cliffhanger arrives. What if, instead of just repeating history, Lisa is about to redefine it? What if tonight is not only about being the first or the most awarded, but about crossing over, tearing down the very walls between K-pop and global pop? What if this is the night she forces the industry to rewrite the categories themselves? It's a question that feels almost dangerous because it points to something bigger than one artist. It points to the evolution of the entertainment business itself. In entrepreneurship, disruption is the holy grail. Companies that thrive aren't the ones who compete within the old rules. They're the ones who invent new rules altogether. Netflix did it to television. Tesla did it to cars. Lisa BLACKPINK, without even positioning herself as a corporate strategist, is doing it to music. By blurring the line between K-pop, global pop, and luxury branding, she is rewriting what a solo artist from Asia can mean on a world stage. That's the real record waiting to be broken, not just trophies, but paradigms. Still, tension without relief can't hold attention. So let's breathe for a moment. Picture Lisa scrolling through the same posts you are, smiling at the edits, maybe laughing at a fan video that compares her to a goddess descending from Olympus with a dance break as thunder. She's human too, and that human layer is part of why she connects. Brands know it. Investors know it. Relatability sells, but only when combined with undeniable excellence. Lisa BLACKPINK has both, which is rare. Most artists manage one or the other. That's why the stakes feel so massive tonight. As the narrative deepens, you start to realize something. Even if Lisa doesn't win tonight, she's already won. Conversation, the buzz, the speculation, all of it is capital. In marketing terms, attention is more valuable than the trophy itself. But if she does win, then you're looking at a cultural eruption that will ripple across charts, headlines, and even boardrooms. Luxury executives, ad agencies, streaming platforms, they all calculate the weight of these moments. And Lisa's weight keeps growing, and that's the part most people scrolling through their feeds don't realize. They see the lights, the gowns, the cheering fans, but beneath the surface is an entire invisible economy that activates the second Lisa's name is mentioned on stage. Think about it. Luxury fashion houses calculate quarterly sales around celebrity visibility. Streaming platforms prepare push notifications in advance, ready to capitalize on surging interest. Even investors track social buzz as a leading indicator of cultural dominance. When Lisa steps into a frame, the algorithms pay attention. When she wins, the algorithms go into overdrive. That's not just celebrity, that's market psychology in real time. And it isn't only about brands making money. It's about leverage. Lisa's leverage. Each trophy, each viral clip, each fan-driven wave of hashtags is another brick in a skyscraper she's been building since debut. It's what every entrepreneur dreams of, compound interest but in cultural influence instead of dollars. Every new achievement multiplies the effect of the last one. That's why a moment at the VMAs isn't just a highlight. It's fuel for a larger machine that stretches from Seoul to Paris, from New York to Bangkok, from music charts to fashion runways. But here's where it gets fascinating. Tension is fickle. Audiences move on quickly. What keeps Lisa's story sticky isn't only the achievements, it's the narrative. She's not just collecting trophies, she's rewriting the playbook for what a K-pop artist can be. That's narrative gold, and stories are far harder to replace than statistics. If another artist wins next year, it's just a line in a list. But Lisa's arc is a saga, filled with firsts, filled with unexpected leaps. That's what keeps fans loyal, critics intrigued, and competitors alert. So imagine tomorrow morning's headlines if she does it again. Lisa makes history. Lisa redefines global pop. Lisa secures third VMA crown. Those headlines won't just trend, they'll echo. They'll be picked up in multiple languages, spun into press releases, dissected in think pieces. And each echo is an opportunity. An opportunity for a luxury brand to tie its campaign to her name. An opportunity for a streaming service to spotlight her discography. An opportunity for an investor to whisper to colleagues, maybe this is where the next cultural unicorn is forming. And yet, let's add a layer of humor because it's not all boardrooms and branding. Somewhere right now, a fan is making a meme of Lisa holding a VMA trophy photoshopped onto the Mona Lisa painting. Someone else is joking that MTV should rename the show the Lisa Awards. This playful energy is part of the currency too. Because in digital culture, humor is a transmission system. Keeps the hype alive when serious headlines fade. And Lisa has that rare quality where even jokes about her end up boosting her presence. She becomes unavoidable in the best way. Here's the real kicker. Whether she's crowned again or not, Lisa is already bigger than the category. She's proof that the ceiling doesn't exist when talent, strategy, and timing align. And that's the entrepreneurial lesson hidden in tonight's suspense. Don't chase trophies. Chase attention, narrative, and leverage because those are the assets that compound over time. Trophy is a symbol, yes, but the empire is built on everything surrounding it. So when you watch the stage tonight, don't just see a glamorous award show. See the gears of culture turning. See the invisible negotiations, the branding strategies, the ripple effects that will last far beyond a single announcement. And as you watch, remember this: Lisa isn't simply in the game, she's expanding it. And that expansion means the story doesn't end here. It only grows louder, brighter, and more unstoppable with every heartbeat of this historic night. Now think back to the opening. That sense of mystery, that almost unbearable urgency, that feeling that something extraordinary was charging the air. We've come full circle. 'Cause the shock isn't only about whether Lisa Manaban takes home a trophy. The shock is realizing you're watching an artist who has already changed the game and may be about to change it again right in front of you. So here's the emotional truth. Nights like this aren't just about fandom or music. They're about history, legacy, and the thrill of witnessing something before the rest of the world fully understands it. If you've made it this far, you know you're part of the story. You're inside the suspense, the drama, the humor, the business lessons hidden in glitter and spotlights. And if you want to keep riding this wave, don't let it stop here. Subscribe, share, rewatch, because tonight is only the beginning. The next chapter is already waiting, and trust me, it might be even bigger, even crazier, even more shocking than what you just felt. And when that moment comes, you'll want to say, "I was there first."